Trudy. You may be seated. Bailiff, swear in the defense.
Please raise your right hands. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you may be seated.
Bailiff, swear in the prosecution.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You may be seated.
You may start your defense statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The question before the court today is whether or not my defendant, Deb Smith, is guilty of murder. She may be crazy, but she is not homicidal. Thank you.
Mr. Kingfish III, please present your opening statement.
Your Honor, the question is whether Felicity Woods killed Edna Anderson or not. My client would not kill Miss Anderson because Miss Anderson was Felicity's only source of income and they were friends. So she had no motive to kill Miss Anderson.
Mr. McJensen, you may now state your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. First off, I would like to say that my client, Jack Daniels, is innocent of all crimes attributed towards him. And I would also like to say to the prosecution that I'm willing to drop all charges.
Mr. McJensen, 1, take off your ridiculous sunglasses. 2, take your seat. 3, that is his job, not yours.
Hey there.
That's all. Mr. Brimsley, you may present your opening statement now.
Gladly, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, we come to you today with a most intriguing case. The death of a rock star. The only possible culprits, a maniac, a slave, and a drunkard. One of them has committed this most atrocious of crimes, and I intend to convict all of them.
Mr. Brimsley, you may call your first witness to the stand.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to call Deb Smith to the stand, if it pleases the court.
Mr. McJensen! Do not
Yes.
fall asleep inside my courtroom.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I was going over some important files.
I can see.
So, Deb Smith, is it not true that you were the president of the Venom's Viper fan club? And how many members were there?
642.
I see. So, not that big of a following for Miss Viper, were there?
There were plenty of people who loved Janice Venom.
I see. Loved her enough to kill her if spurned. Where were you on the night of July 15th?
I was at the after party for Janice Venom's concert. Janice, what's wrong with you?
I got hit.
Are you okay?
Yeah?
I can make it better.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to fix it.
Don't. It's fine.
What?
I can fix it myself.
I can help you though. I know first aid.
What kind of first aid? Should I be worried?
Yeah, look, it's a scratch. You're bleeding.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna bleed to death.
You could. I don't want anything to happen to you.
Just go, freak. Go.
But
Just go.
I'll
Door.
I'll be back to check on you later.
Quite an interesting theory you've put together, defense. However, you've glossed over one crucial detail. Deb had admitted to wanting to kill Miss Venom.
Objection, Your Honor. Conjecture. This is just a story. There is no proof.
Oh, but indeed I do have proof. And I quote, post from Venom Lover 1254. on June 14th, 2008. I'm going to her huge concert tomorrow, and I'm going to meet her and be her new...
That's BFF, as in best friends forever.
Ah, thank you. If she don't love me, I don't know what it'd do. It'd have to kill myself, someone, or something. She just means so much to me. Less than 3, less than 3, less than 3, less than 3, less than 3. Now let us compare that with what had been said by Miss Jenkins only moments ago. She was like, I can ask this points with celebrity, please. And I was like, hey guys, you're in the way. Contrast this with, I'd have to kill myself, someone, or something. Miss Smith was terribly distraught, had admitted that being shunned would stress her to the point of murder. And Miss Venom was found dead moments later. So, you, oh wise, benevolent jury,
I call for suppression of evidence.
On what grounds?
2 separate reasons. First, the prosecution is required by law to share all evidence with the defense. Second, my client was clinically insane at the time.
Mr. Rockefeller, why didn't you bring us to the floor earlier?
My client's life prior to July 15th, 2007 should not be important to this case. However, Mr. Brimsley's persistence has brought previous events into consideration.
Would you please explain the severity of this defense?
Gladly, Your Honor. My client was admitted to Arkham Asylum on October 4th, 2002, under order of her psychiatrist, Dr. Kyle Greer. I have here signed a sworn statement from Dr. Greer stating that as of November 12th, 2006, Ms. Smith was, quote, cured of all inherently problematic psychological disorders.
Do you have a copy of the release form?
Yes, Your Honor.
Bailiff.
As you can see, Your Honor, my client was released in a cured state on November 10th and cleared by her psychiatrist 2 days later. As a means of quelling Mr. Brimsley's complaints, my client was administered the McNaughton Rule on the 3rd before the trial started.
Could you please explain the McNaughton Rule for the sake of the jury?
Yes, Your Honor. The McNaughton Rule is a test administered by those pleading insanity to test whether or not an individual has the ability to determine right from wrong.
Objection, Your Honor. The defense is not pleading insanity. The state of mental health of the convicted is not a matter for the court to decide, and the only thing that is that she's guilty.
Your Honor, I am not questioning my own client's sanity. Mr. Brimsley is.
I see. Objection overruled.
You can see my client has been cleared of all mental problems and has been functioning normally in society for nearly 8 months before the incident happened.
Yes. Mr. Brimsley, do you have any other questions for this witness?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Smith, you may take your seat. Defense, please call your next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. I call Miss Winona Jenkins to the stand.
Mr. Rockefeller, you may begin your questioning.
Full legal name for the court.
Winona Ryder Jenkins.
Where were you on the night of July 15th, 2007?
At the after party of Miss Janice Benham.
Could you please recount the events of that night for the court?
This is amazing. Jenkins is like 10 feet away. This is the best day ever. Do I even know you? Our mutual love of Janice Benham practically makes us sisters.
Your Honor, I feel that it would be a disservice to the pursuit of justice if I did not bring to the court's attention a very influential case in the Gotham City District of Law. I'm sure you all remember, though you may remember her by another name, the case of Miss Wenzel. She had been a psychiatric aide at Arkham Asylum only a few years ago. And while there, she was assigned to one of the most heinous and mentally disturbed men I have ever had the displeasure of prosecuting. And while there working to take care of and tried to cure this madman, she was corrupted. Instead of curing the man, she was tainted, and her sanity was slowly stripped away by him, bit by bit, shard by shard, until she was reduced to a helpless follower of him. And so she helped him escape. And in the ensuing trail of carnage and madness, when she was eventually subdued along with him, she was put through the same sanity test that all people are put through when they appeal for an insanity plea. And she was found sane. Now, if such an obvious case of insanity could be, in my opinion, mislabeled, are we really going to trust Arkham Asylum to tell us who is sane or not?
Would this be the case of Harleen Quinn?
Why, yes, your familiarity with it proves that I'm right.
It also tells me that you're an idiot. You're talking about the famous Batman villain, Harley Quinn.
That may be true.
Judge, do I really have to say it?
Strike Mr. Brimsley's statement and recent rant from the records. Take your seat. Mr. Rockefeller, do you have any other questionings for this witness?
No, Your Honor.
You may return to your seat now. Defense, call your next witness to the stand.
I call Felicity Woods to the stand.
Objection, Your Honor. I would much rather have Felicity stay here beside me.
No, go to the stand.
Your Honor, I have no problem with the defense just sitting this one out.
No, she's going to the stand.
So you and Miss Van fought like sisters.
Yes, I was her assistant for 4 years, and we were best friends all through high school, so we did fight like sisters.
All right, and these fights occurred quite often.
Yes, but still nothing more this bad.
So you had a fight in the dressing room during the after party. Could you tell the court about it?
Yes, and it still wasn't one of the worst ones. Here's your Mochaberry Blast.
What kind of notes you get?
2%.
No, that's wrong. Throw it away. Pathetic.
Why don't you appreciate anything I do for you?
I do.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Prosecutor, it's now your witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, you admit that you and the victim fought all the time.
I wouldn't say all the time, but yes, we fight pretty often.
So I suppose we could say you got sick of it?
Yeah, no one likes to fight.
Then why didn't you just kill her to end it?
Because she was my friend, and I loved her very much.
So, jealous?
No, not at all. I just kind of waited patiently for the fame to wear off.
Oh, but it never did it? She was murdered first, as in perhaps you weren't so patient. After all. No further questions.
You may take your seat.
Thought that needed to be.
Okay. Defense, you may call your next witness.
I call Wanda May to the stand. Ms. May, where were you on the night of July 15th, 2007?
I was serving my duties as a security guard at Janice Benham's after party.
Okay, where were you supposed to be guarding at?
I was guarding the doors of the dressing rooms.
Okay, so if you're guarding the doors of the dressing rooms, you pretty much saw everything that was going in and out of Janice Benham's dressing room, right?
Yes.
Okay, what did you see? all you saw on July 15th?
Yes.
Defense rests.
Prosecutor, it's your witness now.
Okay. So, I noticed you said that she had a few choice words as she was walking out. Would those choice words have been along the lines of, geez, I'm so glad I killed that poor innocent rock star?
No, she was just mad and aggravated.
Mad enough to kill the poor innocent rock star?
No.
Well, okay. I rest.
Miss May, you may take your seat.
Court will now take an hour-long recess.
You're not a real lawyer?
Yeah, I graduated from MIT about 6 years back, and I've been street hustling for a few years, just keep, trying a little change in the pocket. But my buddy called me up and asked me to represent him. Figured not, why not, when you got a nice buzz, go into a courtroom, represent you for your friend.
So, are you a lawyer?
No, not close. Actually,
Never would have guessed.
Never would have guessed.
Yeah, you do it so well. I mean, you were the shining force of the defense team today.
Well, thank you. At MIT, I did get a B in drama class.
I could tell. It shined through.
Yeah. Some people don't have these skills. They're natural.
Is that right? Moxie is a dangerous thing.
Moxie is very dangerous. I have plenty of it.
In fact, you do.
In fact, I do have cases of it at the house.
We're starting.
We're supposed to be talking.
Order in my court. Recess is now over. Where is Mr. McJeans? Why are you late?
We went to McDonald's. In honor, we had to eat.
You had a full recess to do this. This is not acceptable in my court.
All right.
Please call your next witness to the stand.
Your Honor, I would like to call Mr. Jack Daniels to the stand. Questioning. Mr. Daniels, where were you on the night of July 15th, 2007?
I was at the after party. I was pretty wasted.
Yeah.
Might have killed her. I don't know.
No, Mr. Daniels, you of course maybe you know for a fact you didn't kill her, right? That must have been a joke, good one. Ha, ha. Mr. Daniels, what do you do in your spare time?
Party.
Woo, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Mr. Daniels, I of course agree with this matter. I party myself as well. So you would also, that means you will also consider yourself quite a drinker quite often.
Yeah.
So drinking this much, Mr. Daniels, would probably prohibit yourself from conjuring up such an elaborate murder scheme as this one. Is that true?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
Please take your seat.
Me too.
Do you have any other questions for this witness? Do you?
In fact, I do.
Figures.
I wonder how biased this judge is. So, Mr. Daniels, you in fact do enjoy the occasional party?
Certainly.
Mm-hmm. And you enjoy more than the occasional alcoholic beverage then at these parties?
Yes.
So, you don't really have any idea what you're doing at most of these events, do you?
No way.
These social gatherings are a blur of excitement and intrigue.
It's the way I like them.
A regular den of debauchery then, I figure. I see. So, in all of this sinful, terrible behavior, is it not possible that in this blur of confusion, you killed Venom?
Step away from the witness.
Probably not.
Bailiff. Back to your seat.
I can find a seat.
Back to your seat.
No further questions.
You may resume back to your seat. Fitz, you may start with your next witness.
Your Honor, I would like to call Miss Wilma Petrie to the stand. Miss Petrie, where were you the night of July 15th, 2007?
I was working as a waitress at Janice Benham's after party.
And did anything suspicious happen while you were working there?
Well, actually,
What do you want?
I really wanted to apologize for how I acted. I shouldn't have thrown that on you.
No, get out. Now.
Janice.
No, get out.
Janice, I'm
Get
sorry.
out.
What's going on here? Looks like some beep going down. What the heck, dude? Are you stupid? Wrong! You're lying. Do not lie again. If you lie again, I will slap you.
don't slap me.
Stop badgering my witness!
Objection, Your Honor. I believe I have the right to slap her whenever I please.
Overruled! Bailiff, take him into contempt of court.
Whoa, whoa, whoa now. All right, the
Mr.
point is,
McJansen?
the point is, my client was not the last person in the room with Janice Benham that night.
Too late.
Therefore, she is not the murderer. What are you doing with my lawyer?
Jury, please strike whatever he just said.
Please don't. That's my stuff, I've said. It's written in stone. At least leave that there for me.
No!
Your Honor, I move that we keep it on the record. It's really helping me a lot.
No! It's overruled. Strike whatever Mr. McJenkins, or whatever his name, just said. Prosecutor, it's your witness now.
Okay, let's do this. So, you are a waitress, is that right?
Yes.
And you saw Mr. Daniels run out of there in a panic of sorts?
Yes.
And was it the panic of stress or the panic of a madman who had just killed an innocent woman?
I don't know. Stress, maybe?
And what could he possibly be stressed about, other than perhaps the fact he just killed the person he was supposed to take pictures of?
That's a possibility, I guess.
So you admit it.
No.
I think you admitted the possibility of it.
There is a possibility, yes.
So, it's entirely plausible that that man is a murderer.
No.
Out of this. So, tell me exactly how he was acting. Panicked, nervous, blood-drenched?
No. Just panic.
Okay. No further questions.
Miss, you may take your seat. You may call your next witness.
Thanks, Chief. I'd like to call Mr. Darko, medical examiner. So, tell me, Mr. Darko, how did Miss Venom die?
Well, according to my research, it was poison.
And how was the poison administered?
Due to the high concentration in the digestive system, it was probably ingested.
Interesting.
Also, Your Honor, I have some photos I'd like to submit to the court files, except this one.
So, anyway, what about that?
Your Honor, Daniel Brimsley is clearly the bartender.
State your evidence.
Matching tattoos on the right arm. Need I say more?
If you were so clearly involved in this incident, Mr. Brimsley.
Oh, you caught me here, Hunter. I was the bartender.
Yes, well then, enlighten us of this information. I feel that we can move forward, Mr. Brimsley. Prosecuting. I believe it is time for the closing arguments so that we can, get ready for retrial.
You want to close an argument?
Dan? Yeah. Why is it an H, Dan? You see, it is what you want to know. He's got drink. Or here you go, madam. Enjoy. It will be your last.
What's this?
What's what?
You're still drinking this.
It's a gift for you. Go away.
Well, thanks, man.
No problem.
I'll take
You do that.
it. Wait a second.
Yeah?
You got a light?
No. You should probably ask somewhere else. Now.
Okay.
Fair enough. I have a closing argument prepared. Ladies, gentlemen, comrades, I am a man of symbolism. So too is the nature of the universe. For instance, consider the dark mark upon my wrist, the symbol of Pisces, astrological analog of rebirth. It was with no insignificant amount of thought that I selected it. That duo is eternally caught in the cycle of death and rebirth, revealing that through all changes, things stay the same. Yet, while the cycle of death and rebirth, the nature of things is stagnant, the reality, the location, the truth, it can be altered, forced to rise from the waters, rejuvenated, revivicated, and reanimated by the fountain of youth. Thus, then, was my path set. The darkness could not be moved. So then, this world, these people, they were to be reborn, pure, at the expense of my soul. Thus I became a lawyer. Hellfires of punishment gasped forth by the sparks of justice. Yet the light can only spread so far, saving so few. In the darkness of the cellar, it had to be free, elevated, lifted like a lighthouse, so that it could reach the world. Thus then, I had to build the lighthouse. I built my tower, armed with naught but the bricks of enlightenment and an explosive hammer. That tower, this cords and case. Those bricks, the facts, the truth, the light. And by that hammer, I mean this bomb.
Whoa. Mr. Brimsley, is that a bomb? Really a bomb?
Why, yes it is.
Well, thank you for the court case, and it was fun and all, but screw that, I'm out.
Yeah, don't be too drunk for me. So follow me, and you die.
When they see me off in traffic, they say Jesus.
Get it on.
Why drink the water from my hand? My son told your domain. You can run up the world.